VI Department of Education family, welcome to the VIDE's 2020-2021 Employee Professional Development Conference. One of my goals as commissioner is to develop a work culture of learning and growth. Research shows that employees with professional development opportunities are 15% more engaged. Additionally, the data says that organizations that offer professional development has a 34% higher retention of staff. Very important to keep great talent and support the growth of employees in the workplace. These are facts I believe to be true from my own experiences. I firmly believe that employees are the #1 asset of this department. Without you, student programs do not actualize, and services to our vendors are not executed. Your level of satisfaction and confidence as an employee is important to me because it contributes to your progress, peace of mind, and effectiveness on the job. Remember, no matter our roles, we are united in a singular goal to ensure student success. This series of professional development is a first of its kind at the VIDE. It was specifically developed and designed to educate employees on the tools and resources that all employees utilize at the VIDE. I look forward to hearing about your experience today, as well as the other areas in which you would like to have additional professional development. Please also invite and encourage your family and friends to participate in the department's 2020-2021 Parent and Community Conference, which have been especially designed for them. Remember, together we can transform public education in the Virgin Islands. Enjoy today's session.
Career and Technical Education Institute. We endeavor to provide our enrollees with an exemplary post-secondary education experience. Upon the completion of the program of choice, the enrollee will be qualified for employment in the area and be equipped with the prerequisite skills to continue in higher education. The Raphael Wheatley Skills Center initially opened its doors as the St. Thomas Skills Center. It began operation in February of 1977 as the first public facility for adults in vocational and technical education in the Virgin Islands. On June 15, 1977, through legislation from Act number 3993, the St. Thomas Skills Center renamed the Raphael Wheatley Skills Center in an effort to honor this Virgin Islander whose 35 years of services contributed to pioneering vocational technical education in our territory. Our campus is currently adjacent to Shaldamali High School on the eastern side and directly behind Lockhart Elementary School. It is scheduled to be relocated to the Gladys Abraham Elementary School campus upon completion of the renovations of that campus in the fall of 2021. The mission of the Career and Technical Ed Institute is to provide all of our enrollees with a unique and rigorous post-secondary career and technical education, which will prepare each enrollee with the marketable skills and the knowledge needed to, 1, successfully enter the workforce and be able to compete in the current emerging and changing global workforce, continue with higher education, develop a passion for lifelong learning, and become productive citizens. Our vision is to become a fully accredited post-secondary career and technical education institute, which provides opportunities for learning, growth, and an improvement of quality of life for all. Our motto is building skills, expanding horizon. Admission process. The admission process of the Korean Technical Institute is based on semesters, fall and spring. The fall semester basically runs from August to mid-January, and the spring semester from January to late May. We operate on the Department of Education's school calendar. Interested individuals may access the application on the Virgin Islands Department of Education website. A link to this webpage, along with other pertinent contact information, will be provided on following slides. Applications are also available on campus on designated days, and applications may be completed electronically and emailed to our registrar, or they may be dropped off at our campus at designated days. And the designated days is due to COVID. Requirements. All potential enrollees must be 18 years of older, 18 years of age or older, obtain a high school diploma or its equivalent, complete the application, of course, complete a health certificate when applicable, provide a copy of a valid ID with a recent picture, that can be a passport, driver's license, etc., and provide a copy of the immunization record. All enrollees will be administered the wide range achievement test, the RAT, mathematics, and reading comprehension. An emotional intelligence self-assessment and the soft skill battery is also administered as well. As a prerequisite to graduation, all enrollees are required to complete 5 two-hour seminars on soft skills. Here is our list of our contact information. It starts with our physical address. The Raphael Wheatley Skill Center. We're located at 42 Sugar Estate, St. Thomas, VI, and our zip code is posted. There's also our mailing address, both at the complex and our PO box. And there you have a list of our contact information, our electronic link. My suggestion is for those of you who care to, take a photocopy of this with your camera, with your cell phones, so this way you can have the information. It will reappear on several slides. However, it'll be good if you can preserve it for yourself right now. Our phone numbers are there. It's a 774-0100 with my extension as 8601. And then my admin assistant, same number, 8602. Her email address is posted already also. And also our registrar, very important because that's where our applicants submit their application. Our day courses. Here's a list of our courses offered during the day on cost by semester. And the number next to it is how many semesters each one of the course, the duration of the course. Start with our clinical medical administration, our medical admin assistant, phlebotomy, cosmetology, hair braiding, culinary arts, and licensed practical nurse. On slides that are coming up, we'll go through each one of these with a brief overview of what the course entails, the duration, and also the credentials that will be conferred upon you once you have completed the course. Our evening courses are, as listed there, clinical medical assistant, carpentry, computer application, cosmetology, nail tech, heating, venting, air conditioning, refrigeration, and emergency medical technician. We're also working on bringing in a CNA class, certified nursing assistant, and also our barbering and esthetician class is scheduled to start in spring of 2021. Payment for these courses. Tuition payments are made by semester. Telechecks, bank checks, money order, postal or bank. We are not accepting cash. Money orders may be made payable to the Department of Education / Raphael or Wheatley Skill Center, or it may be abbreviated. The Department of Education, VIDE, is in the process of instituting an online payment process for all public schools. So for those of you who have been asking about, can I make a credit card payment? Hopefully by spring of 2021 or shortly thereafter, all public schools will be equipped to be taking payment via credit card online. Tuition assistance is also available through the Department of Labor when you are eligible, and you are eligible if you are on public assistance, if you're unemployed, or if you're underemployed. The Board of Education also grants scholarships. The Department of Health and Human Services also grants scholarships. And the Office of Senator Blyden annually does a scholarship as well. Culinary Arts. This course prepares the enrollee for gainful employment and or entry post-secondary education in food and production in the service industry. Culinary arts specialty courses provide instructions in a particular type of cooking or culinary style. For example, the specialty fields include baking, creating and decorating wedding cakes, Middle Eastern and local cuisine, and so forth. Enrollees will be exposed to a laboratory facility and experience which simulates a commercial food production and service operation. The Culinary Arts program runs for 2 years in duration. It's 4 semesters, and it requires an externship of at least 50 hours. And the externships are where you go into the community. We have partnerships with most of the hotels and their kitchens and the restaurants around the Midtown area. And so most of those chefs accept our students, and that's just definitely pre-COVID. Post-COVID, we're having some challenges. We're working on them, but you go and you work under the tutelage of the chefs in those kitchens supervised by your instructor. Upon completion of the program and passing the American Culinary Federation exam, enrollees will receive a nationally recognized certificate. The cost of this program is $300 a semester. And I may mention that we are an authorized testing site here in the St. Thomas. We're the only one on St. Thomas, and there's one in St. Croix as well. Emergency Medical Technician. This program of study, EMT, this program of study provides the enrollee with the skills for emergency medical technician basic, who serves as a vital link in the chain of the healthcare team. Enrollees will learn all of the basic skills of ambulance service and other specialized services, such as recognizing the nature of the patient's condition or the extent of the injury, to assess the equipment for emergency medical care, administer appropriate emergency medical care based on assessed findings of the patient condition, lifting procedure, and positioning to minimize discomfort and prevent further injuries. Enrollees will also be instructed in safe and effective manner to perform their job descriptions proficiently. Upon completion of this course, each enrollee will receive a certificate of completion and be eligible to take the National Registry Medical Technician, National Registry Emergency Medical Technician offered by the National Health and Career Association. This program is 1 year in duration, 2 semesters, and it's $400 a semester. And may I mention, all of our courses, we are linked with a national organization which affords us the ability to grant a nationally recognized credential upon completion and passing the national exams. Practical nursing. This career path provides the enrollee with the knowledge and the skills to work closely with patients and nursing staff to execute patient care plans, cleaning wounds, changing bandages, assisting with bathing and dressing or feeding, monitoring vital signs, reporting patient status and needs to the nurse and physician. Enrollees will be qualified for employment in hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living homes, hospice facilities, correctional institutions, and other long-term care facilities. This program of study is a 2-year in duration, 4 semesters. Upon completion of this program of study, enrollees will be eligible to take the National Council Licensure Exam for Practical Nurses, the NCLEX, PN, and receive an industry recognized certificate from the Board of Nursing. The cost of this program is $500 per semester, and it also requires externship in 3 specific areas: mental health, geriatrics, and prenatal and natal. Allied health. Our allied health program consists of 3 programs: clinical medical assistance, medical admin assistance, and phlebotomy technician. Upon successful completion of these programs, enrollees will be qualified to take the National Registry exam by the National Health Career Association. Raphael Wheatley Skill Center is one of the certified testing sites in the territory to administer these exams. Clinical medical assistance. This program of study provides the enrollee with the necessary skills to be responsible for a range of back office functions. Skills range from vital signs, body measurement, EKG, assisting in minor office surgery, therapeutic injections, phlebotomy, assisting with physician examination in OBGYN, patient education, and other duties associated with assisting the medical profession in procedures performed in the physician's office and medical groups. Clinical medical assistant students will participate in an externship in the final quarter of the studies, which provides an opportunity to gain experience working in their field. The day program is 2 years in duration, 4 semesters, and the evening program, 2.5 years, 5 semesters. That's because the hours that they attend classes during the evening and the days of the week for which classes are offered during the week are shorter in duration than the day program. Total hours including externship, that's 500 hours didactics, which is theory and practice in the classroom, and 160 hours in the field in your area of study. And again, we have partnership with just about all of the private physicians in the St. Thomas district and the hospital. And we have an excellent record. Most of our students who go on their externships are asked to stay for employment once they have completed their externships. We get calls on a regular asking for recommendations for former students and future students for employment in various medical offices throughout our community. The medical administrative assistant. This program of study provides the enrollee with entry-level skills necessary to begin a career in the allied health field in billing and coding. Enrollees will be trained with the knowledge and the skills to ensure that the complete, accurate records are kept for each patient at the healthcare facility and to work in a variety of administrative positions with healthcare professionals. Specialized skills such as master of medical terminology, anatomy, physiology, billing and coding, processing of health claim forms, and the computerized medical managements are emphasized. Graduates from this program are prepared for entry-level employment as receptionist accountants, receiving specialist insurance claim processors, and building and coding specialists. The day program is 2 years in duration. The total hours include an externship of 90 hours, 240 hours didactic. The cost of this program is $400 a semester. Phlebotomy Technician. This program provides enrollee with the necessary skills to perform laboratory tests efficiently. Enrollees learn how to prepare slides and perform blood collection, how to handle emergency situations effectively, and how to demonstrate patient care techniques. Enrollees will demonstrate venipuncture and dermal puncture and proper collection and transportation of blood specimens. The program's objective is achieved by means of classroom and clinical hands-on training, as well as professional development. For those of you who are curious, venipuncture is basically entering the needles directly into the vein, and dermal is under the skin. The total hours including externship, 260 hours total, 180 in the classroom, 80 hours externship. The program of study is 1 year in duration, 2 semesters, and the cost of the program is $400. Computer application. This course provides the individual with basic and advanced computer concepts and essentials. Enrollees acquire the knowledge and the experience in the proper and efficient use in previously written software programs, particularly those used in the business world. Generally, these courses explore a wide range of applications, including, but not limited to, word processing, spreadsheets, graphics, and database programs, and they may also cover topics such as electronic mail, desktop publishing, and telecommunication. This program of study is 1 year in duration, 2 semesters, and it's $300 a semester. Carpentry. This course is designed to provide beginners with the basic skills in carpentry. Enrollees will be exposed to the fundamentals of the trade, general safety rules, use of hands-on tools, use of power tools, stationary tools, tool maintenance, carpentry math skills, layout, framing, and installation. Upon completion of this program, enrollees will receive a nationally recognized certificate from National Career Center of Construction and Education and Research, NCCER. This program of study is 2 years in duration, requires 50 hours of externship, and it's 4 semesters in duration, and the program costs $300 a semester. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. This program of studies provides the enrollee with the knowledge and the training in air conditioning, hydro heating, temperature, humidity control, air circulation, duct and pipe system control design and layout, thermostat ventilating equipment, automatic controls, commercial refrigeration layout, and installation of pipe practices. Enrollees will learn to install and repair equipment in the lab segment of this program. A combination of practice and theory will prepare the student for employment and advancement in today's HVAC/R industry. The program runs 2 years in duration, 4 semesters, and requires 50 hours of extra. Upon completion of this program of study and passing the certified exam, enrollees will receive a national recognized certification from the Environmental Protection Agency, Universal Certified, a universal certificate, and from the National Center for Construction Education and Research, NCCER, and it's $400 per semester. That extra certificate from the Environmental Protection Association is one of our selling points and perks. The average individual who comes out of school with an air conditioning refrigeration certificate doesn't have the authority to go and purchase gas or even handle the gases. But we have partnered with a stateside company that gives us all of the necessary equipment for the training without cost. And all our students have to do is take that exam with them and pass it. And they will also have that. And it's a coveted certificate because, as I said, there are individuals who are qualified to do installation, but not qualified to go and purchase the gases because they don't have an EPA certification. Cosmetology. This program of study or this course provides the enrollee with beginning theoretical principles and practices, practical procedures of cosmetology. The course provides enrollee with the knowledge and skills applicable to the care of hair, skin, and nails, and prepares the enrollee for the State Board Cosmetology exam. Course content covers topics such as human anatomy and skin condition, chemistry, bacteriology, sanitation and sterilization, state laws and regulation, and shop management. It provides the enrollee with the experience in shampooing, cutting, styling, bleaching, coloring, tinting, waving and relaxing hair, and providing facial and manicures. It is designed as a 2-year program consisting of 4 semesters. You need 1,500 hours, and the cost is $300 a semester. The hours in the cosmetology program is tantamount to being qualified to taking your national exam, which is given here at the Board of Licensure. Well, when I say here in the territory, we're partnered with the UVI cell program. And so they, through PSA, offers these certifying exams. And they would not honor you to take any of the exams if you don't have the required hours. Nail technology. Nail technician is designed to train enrollees in the skill pertinent to advanced nails, nail art, and nail manicure. The nail technician program is a 1-year program, 2 semesters, and consists of 500 hours. And again, those are the hours required by the national board to be eligible to take the licensing exam. And the cost of the program is $350 per semester. Hair braiding. Hair braiding is designed to train the enrollee in the skills pertinent to natural hair braiding and extension. The hair braiding program consists of 250 hours and is 1 semester in duration, and the cost of the program is $300. And again, those are the hours required by the board for passing. Amen. No person shall be discriminated against employment or any educational program activity offered by the Virgin Islands Department of Education because of the race, the color, the creed, the national origin, sex, sexual orientation, disability, or age. Complaints may be written to the Legal Counsel Department of the Department of Education, and that's 1834 Pungent Gata. And I was saying, challenge your mind and earn the reward. And I thank you, and we hope to see you in our classrooms. A little quote there from Dr. King: intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education.
All right, Mr. Francis, we've gotten to our Q&A portion of the presentation. So if you're joining on the Zoom call, you can either ask your questions by using the raise hand feature, or you could just drop your questions in the chat, whichever you prefer. If you're watching via Facebook, you can either put your questions in the chat and I'll pose them to Mr. Francis, or if you'd like to ask the question yourself, you can join the Zoom call and ask your question that way. So let me see, we don't have anything in the chat on Zoom. Let me see if we have anything on Facebook. Okay, we do have one question. It's how do I contact the school?
Alrighty. If you may, you can roll back to that slide. We gave you all of our information. You can reach our office at 774-0100, which is actually the number for the Department of Education. And when you get that number, when you get the receptionist, ask for the respective extensions, and you will get either one of us. You can also use our email addresses, or you may use my mobile phone number that's given there as well.
Okay, I do have another question that is kind of a follow-up to the contact one. Are there any restrictions on what times and days people can call, and or is the site open for people to visit?
Okay, currently our site is, we're not, that's why the short answer is, as far as calling, you call through during business hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Even if you're calling my mobile phone, you may use that number between 8 to 5, not beyond 5. And then as far as walking onto the campus, currently the campus is under construction, and then we're also following strict social distancing protocol with mask wearing. So when we say specific days, usually Mondays and Wednesdays between the hours of 8:30 and 3:30, we allow walk-ins. But you do know that we're going on Christmas break effective December 23rd. So the best thing to do is give us a call or shoot us an email, and we can get everything that you need. We can get it to you during that time. And then we'll also give you when our spring semester starts and registration dates and all that information. And spread the word. All right, let folks know that this is an opportunity to get a certificate that's nationally recognized that will assist you in retooling yourselves or getting some skills so that you can be gainfully employed.
All right, I do have a question here regarding the hair braiding class. The
Yes.
question is the hair braiding class offered every semester, and what are the application deadlines for that course?
Yes, the hair braiding class is offered every semester. Currently, we're going through early registration, which closes December 23rd, and that's because we are closing for the Christmas break. We commence registration, regular registration, January 7th, the first day back after our Christmas break, and that closes on January 25th, which is the first day of our new semester for 2021.
Okay, I do have a couple questions rolling in on Facebook, so I'm just gonna go through them. Are there any specific restrictions on age, how old someone has to be to participate in this program?
Listen, the last thing I read was a non-discriminatory statement. I even gave you the information for legal counsel. We cannot and will not, as long as, and it says 18 years or older, but if you're 16 years old and you have a high school diploma from an accredited institution, we are not going to tell you, come see you in 2 years. The caveat is that you have a high school diploma or its equivalent. And so once you have a high school diploma or its equivalent from an accredited institution, we will honor that and you may enroll, and you're never too old to learn. So there are absolutely no age restrictions.
All right. Is there a protocol in place for the externships for each of the courses? Does the student get to choose, or is it assigned to them?
For the externships, we have a listing of all of our participating physicians. If it's in our health area, the hospital, we partner with the Schneider Regional Medical Center. So it's a first come, first serve basis because they cannot facilitate all of our enrollees. So first come, first serve. And so what we will do is we will give you some recommendations of the partners that we have in the medical field, and likewise in the hospitality field, in the kitchens. We are establishing some new protocols with COVID-19 because everything is changing and it has changed rapidly. So the kitchen themselves are trying to get a grasp on how are we going to be able to facilitate that. They love working with us because they love training and working with the individuals. It gives them an opportunity for firsthand to hire some good, well-trained individual. So that's the short answer is, if you have a recommendation or you have a request, we will work with you on that. I always say sometimes in our culinary arts program, students are already working in a program, working for a chef or working in a restaurant, and they ask, well, can we do our externship in the restaurant? And we will always say yes. Typically, an externship is a non-paying experience. So we told them, if that's your choice and your supervisor says yes, as long as we can get the credentials stating that these are the areas that you were observed in, and this is how you did, we are not going to get involved in the rest of the politics. All right? I hope I answered your question.
Let's see, we have another one in regards to the hair braiding course. What are the hours that the classes are offered?
All right, the hair braiding class is offered Monday through Friday, and it's typically from 12:30 to 3 o'clock. But that's subject to change. The time is subject to change, but the days of the week isn't.
Is that based on enrollment?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And then sometimes we often, if there's an individual who's interested in doing hair braiding, however, they're not available during the day. We have a cosmetology program during the evening, and hair braiding is part of cosmetology. So what the instructor will do in an effort to assist is she will make arrangements where you can come in the evening during the cosmetology portion of, during the hair braiding portion of the cosmetology class. All right, so we try to work with individuals with the schedules because we realize that folks are trying to, like I said, retool themselves or gain new skills so that they can be licensed in the areas of their expertise and be able to get paid what they're worth.
All right, I'm not seeing any more questions, Mr. Francis. Let's see. Someone is asking if this is only for St. Thomas and St. John. Yes, this presentation is specifically for St. Thomas and St. John. St. Croix will be doing a presentation at a later date.
I think I just saw a question came up. Once you, and if that person can post that again, please. Once you have received your certificate and your license and what you can do with it. I think that's what I saw. If I didn't quote you correctly, just run that by me one more time. Once you have your certificate, you can, number one, set up your own place in your own little place in your on your porch, in your living room, and you can do it legally. Or you can work in a hair salon, and because you have your certificate, they cannot offer you minimum wages. They have to start you as a person, as a highly trained individual, as far as your payment goes. And I'm sorry, Ms. Mitchell, you were saying?
Someone is also asking, what time are the evening classes?
All of our evening classes are from 6 to 8:30, Monday through Thursday.
Okay. I have a question rolling in on Facebook. They're asking if these courses are offered for free, or if any courses are offered for free.
None of the courses are offered for free. I did share in one of the slides that there are certain entities that will support with tuition assistance. The Department of Labor will pay tuition in full for all of our courses if you qualified, with the exception of our courses in cosmetology. And that's because based on the Department of Labor list of high demand occupation, cosmetology is not one of them, so they would not pay. So if you're unemployed, underemployed, or on public assistance, they will pay your tuition for you. Also, like I said, the department, the Board of Education, they also pay. And then from time to time, we have SNAP recipients through the Human Services. They pay tuition for students when they have available funds. And then also, we also have in Human Services, the Voc Rehab division. They pay also for students who may have a slight impairment.
Okay, I do have, there are a couple questions that are kind of running into each other that are related to your inclusion statement. So I have someone who's asking, what if someone has a disability and are adults free to join the program?
Okay, let's see if I'm hearing that question. It says, what if someone has a disability? Again, we cannot and we will not discriminate against anyone based on disability. Now, if your disability is a cognitive disability, and this is just putting it out there generally, which brings some limitation for negotiating the text. We are a post-secondary career and technical ed institution. You are entitled to, based on ADA, some supports, the American with Disability Act. So we can and we will make some sort of provisions for you as far as accommodations, depends on what they are. And accommodations can come in the form of, when it comes to testing, not as many questions, a longer time to answer the questions. We are career and technical ed, so most of our assessments are performance assessments. So we can make most of your assessments performance-based. But because we offer an industry recognized credential, we still have to maintain validity of the exams for which we offer, particularly those from our national organizations. So bottom line is, we will do what we can do based on the American with Disability Act to do the, and the word just jumped out of my head, but it's the accommodations that's necessary to support. So that's that portion of the question. What was the other portion?
It was another question about age restrictions.
Okay, so no age restrictions at all. We also have a discount system for our senior citizens. So once you have your senior citizen card, there's a discount. I think it's a 20% discount.
Okay, someone is asking if you could provide some more information around the allied and cosmetology classes.
Okay, I can do one of two. Well, if you look at our link, and if you can put that back up again, please, Ms. Mitchell, our link will take you directly to a web page with 8 tabs. One of the tabs will be trifold brochure. So you can click on that tab, and that trifold brochure will give you basically the information that's on this slideshow. It will basically, that same information will be in that brochure. So we'll give you a total rundown. Then there's also a tab that's our schedule. So you can look and see what our schedule will look like. Our schedule usually stays the same from semester to semester. The only thing that may change is the hours or the course if we're not offering it because of low enrollment or no enrollment. So if you can go to that link right there, the HTTP, and just tap on that, it will take you straight to our page on VIDE.
Okay, this is less of a question and more of a suggestion. JC is saying they would like to see physical therapy assistant as a professional development class.
Physical therapy, great. And that's how we develop our programs of study. We either get recommendations from the hospital. Right now, we're going to be doing the CNA because Schneider Regional Medical Center approached us and says, we have these positions, we can't get them filled, Mr. Francis. What can the skill center do to support us? So as we did with our LPN program, we're going to put that together. And again, all of our programs, we don't sit in a vacuum and prepare them. All of our programs must be vetted by a national organization. Our EMT program is vetted by national. Our HVAC program, vetted by a national. Our LPN program is vetted by our own national nursing board here. They came and they had to do a whole site visit plus go through our curriculum and everything to make sure that we cut in the mustard. So we are definitely, and what did he say, physical therapies?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Physical therapy assistant.
Physical therapy assistants. I'm making a note of it. And so what we will do is we will see which one of that would more than likely come under allied health, and we'll see what we can do. Our limitations are we cannot have a program of study or a learning event if we don't have a minimum of 10 students. Sometimes we push it and we allow, if we have 8 enrollees, we roll with that. But in order to have a learning event or program of study, we have to have 10 enrollees. So I always say for the individuals who are interested in specifics, in your circle, encourage, and that's good advertisement for us as a billboard you can be, to let them know that this is an area that there's lack and you're interested in, and see how we can get some other individuals to be interested so that we can get this up. Because one of the beautiful parts is that we're not, we don't have great limitations when it comes to putting on learning events. We just have to, number one, make sure we have a national organization that's going to be able to back us. And then secondly, that our VOCAD state and the superintendent blesses the program as well. Alrighty.
Okay, I'm just doing one more pass over the comments, see if we have any questions. Okay, and Mr. Francis, if you want to give your closing remarks.
All right. Thank you all for your attendance of the Virgin Islands Department of Education 2020-2021 Parent and Community Professional Development Conference. With a goal to improve the programs and services at the Virgin Islands Department of Education that are specific to you, your participation and feedback in this presentation is invaluable. I want to wish you and yours a happy holiday from the Virgin Islands Department of Education, and we hope to see you in attendance at future conferences. God bless us.
Good day, VIDE family. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that you found the information valuable to understanding the department's functions and beneficial to performing your job duties. You may access this presentation anytime by visiting vide.vi and clicking on the For Employees tab. Thank you.